Last week, Ripple-backed company Evernorth announced that they had entered into a business agreement with Armada Acquisition Corp. 2, and they will be going public on the Nasdaq after raising $1 billion or more in XRP. Well, exactly 1 week later, Evernorth have already reached that target. They just bought over $1 billion worth of XRP for their upcoming Xrp Treasury launch, which makes this the largest Xrp Treasury reserve in the United States going public. And now that the goal being reached, this will be the first Xrp Treasury going live on the Nasdaq when it is ready in the very near future. Extremely bullish news, and at times like these, this is where you need to remember that everything that Ripple does is done with XRP in mind. Ripple Solutions literally relies on XRP being at a higher value. If XRP has a higher value, a higher price, it increases the value of the solution because it increases liquidity on the network. With a higher value, XRP can convert a higher value than other currencies, and with a strategic reserve now being created and going public, thanks to Evernorth, the demand and value for XRP will only go up from here. This is all by design, and Wall Street are greenlighting XRP's takeoff. XRP is more than just some other shitcoin. It's the next world reserve currency, currently valued at $2.60, up roughly 0.1% on the daily time frame. Why else do you think the world's biggest and best institutions, BlackRock, JP Morgan, Nasdaq, Citi, State Street, BNY Mellon, Fidelity, and the list goes on, why do you think these institutions are flying to New York to attend the Ripple Swell event in early November? Why would they do that unless it's because they believe in the network Ripple has created figuratively and literally, and they believe in the future of XRP? As Bitwise highlights, banks are buying like crazy right now. In one capacity or another, the leading banks are connected to an element of blockchain of crypto, some more than just one element, and soon they will all be fully integrated, fully offering crypto services. They have no choice in that matter. And BlackRock confirmed this as well, as apparently, in their words, countries across the globe are continuing to debase their currency in favor of tokenization and a new digital era, which in my belief, not financial advice, this new era will be ruled by Ripple and XRP. Take a listen.
If you believe that countries are going to continue to debase their currency, if you believe that there's going to be global rise of insecurity, owning crypto assets or gold are assets of fear. You own these assets because you're frightened of the debasement of your assets. You're worried about your financial security. You're worried about your physical security, and between crypto assets and gold, they believe, there's a strong belief that is a good hedge against optimism.
Okay. Jamie, you were.
The transformative paradigm shift is approaching. The time to lock in is right now, right here. As Ripple partner Standard Chartered Bank have also confirmed here that at the London Digital Asset Summit a couple of weeks back, that in 6 to 8 months from now, institutional money will get regulatory clarity for DeFi. And then one more major bank will be finally making their announcement, finally entering the crypto space next year. And when that happens, all the rest will just be FOMO from that point, and this space will explode. And considering Ripple's very deep connections and web of partnerships they have, I could bet my whole XRP bag this new major bank that's going to come through next year will have one connection or another to Ripple and XRP. Listen very closely here to Jeffrey Kendrick.
I think it's going to be massive, actually, and I'll probably go even slightly further than the other guys. I think we have now the tokenized cash version, call it what you like. We have the tokenized money market fund stuff. We have each of these weekend liquid now. We have a large push now already into tokenized equities. We will get Clarity Act, SEC guidelines. We'll work out what we can do in DeFi, what's legitimate, what can scale in DeFi. And I think this is all like in the next 6 to 9 months, actually. And so I think if we today have something like $30 billion in tokenized real-world assets outstanding, in 12 months, we're going to be at like 300 billion. So I think you're just at that acceleration point where regulation, liquidity, and others can come together, and we can move very, very quickly. So it's equities now. It will be tokenized broader funds at some stage. Like when I talk to the real money accounts, at some stage next year, one of the main ones that possibly starts with B is going to say, okay, here's like $50 billion fund, which is now all in tokenized space. And when after that, you'll get all the FOMO from all the others doing exactly the same, right? So we're just now at that tipping point in tokenized real world asset space. And the average person will end up with a new wallet in their phone. They won't know the cash part is stablecoins. They won't know the equity part is tokenized Apple stock. They won't know the money market fund is with BUIDL, right? So, and because of AI agents next year, when everyone has that as well, every time you get paid every month, an individual will be able to be super capital efficient, right? So money comes in and goes out immediately to each of these assets, and you can get in and out of them on weekends. You can do stuff in DeFi with them to get extra leverage as well. So I think we're just there now. At this explosion. So actually for me, if 2025 has been about stablecoins, 2026 might be all about this quite seriously.
The time to lock in is right here and now, people. So to find out more, stay more locked in, come check out the VIP group here, wop.com/coinfactory. From alpha documentation, educational sources, trade alerts and live streams, and so much more in there. Check it all out for a 7-day free trial. Links down below in the description. And remember, as always, don't look short term, think long term. And I'll see you in the next one.